Today at 20:22 p.m. on August 5th, 2021, Grammy-winning Nigerian superstar, my Wizkid. I know somebody is upset right now because it's not Burna Boy. Announced that tickets for his November 2021 show at the O2 sold out in 12 minutes. Now stop right there. Want to know why? Because another lady came out and she was like, "Why are you lying? I was right there. It's literally sold out in 2 minutes." Do you understand? Like in 2 minutes, like, bro, your tickets were gone in 2 minutes. So she was on the queue, and in 2 minutes later, when they started sales, it was all out. Do you understand? And I think she was 6,900 and something on the queue. Do you understand? So imagine how many people came to buy a ticket.
Wow.
If she was number 6,900 and something,
on the queue.
And the O2 Arena is just 20,000. So 6,900 the queue.
What?
She did 6,000 and people did her back. Do you understand? So that if you don't do like 12,000, 14,000 on the queue, then plus the people buying online, but the people buying on the O2 website, plus the people using Kona. You
I know you're very excited, Ife.
I'm super excited. Now, the crazy thing about this is that there are only a few people who have sold out the people, and they're legends. So Queen B, Beyonce, sold out within 12 minutes for a 2014 visit to London for Mrs. Carter show. Rihanna also, you know, and she sold out in 10 minutes for 2011 for a Loud tour. And the Spice Girls, of course, also, which is a group of girls, they sold out in 38 seconds, guys. Monty Python sold out in 43 seconds. The Rolling Stones sold out in 7 minutes. So Wizkid, this side by side, Beyonce,
the first Nigerian.
And then at the end of the day, people are saying O2 is lying. Say Baba sold out in 2 minutes.
Nah, I don't think he's lying. I think the comparison is what annoys me. Because then I see people comparing him and Burna Boy, because you know Burna Boy has a concert there, August 27th.
No, it's part of their welcome back. You know, they just opened back the O2 due to the pandemic.
But he still has a performance there, and he hasn't sold out yet.
He hasn't sold out.
No, he hasn't.
How can he?
Burna Boy hasn't sold out.
When Wizkid is doing, when Wizkid's show is over,
and me being a
Burna Boy will start selling.
Dedicated
people
Burna
not going to
fan.
waste money to go and start buying Burna Boy ticket to when they are not sure if Wizkid will give us another date.
No. Being a dedicated Burna fan, I actually went into research why this could have happened. I'm not saying that Wizkid is not a legend and he
can't even say. He's
a legend. Of course, he has the right to sell out in fact, 2 minutes safe.
In fact, one
safe. 32. What are you saying? 1 second.
But
Burna Boy, his own tickets are more expensive. I'm not trying to justify the fact he has not sold out, but his tickets are £120. Wizkid tickets was £58. Clear your throat, dear. Wizkid tickets is £58. So we can still see, like, okay, we can say that because it was more, maybe it's because it's more expensive. That's why people are not patronizing as such. And then the marketing, maybe his marketing team are not doing as much.
It's pride. It's his pride.
No, don't go there.
You want to say 120?
Don't go there. And then I thought about it. I was like, if he actually reduced the price, maybe not 12 minutes, but maybe he would have sold out by now. Because it's taking him a long time.
You know, you're the one bringing this to the table for me, because I saw the story, and for me, I was like, it don't matter. I never even saw a comparison.
No, I saw a lot of people.
I didn't even see
it. A lot of people.
To be honest, I didn't see it. But one thing that is amazing about this is that Wizkid only gave the UK just one date. He gave, America like 12 different dates, 12 different locations. And there was this guy, Hushpuppi, the OAP, right?
Yeah.
He saw Wizkid, I think somewhere in the UK, and he was like, are we going to be getting an extra ticket? Now, can he get an extra ticket? And Wizkid told him that, look, you'll be getting an extra ticket, an extra date. Do you understand? So I think Wizkid will have another date in the UK, maybe another venue. So UK people, just calm down. Wait, before we even carry on with this conversation, give me 3 Wizkid classics, and you have to sing a little bit of the lyrics.
Oh no.
Just try now.
Okay.
You can start with Hey, they know my story. I'm all dogs you do.
Wizzy boy, make it dance.
Hey, daddy, make it dance. We don't like that song though, but yes, big shout out. Why you like what?
No, but this girl is actually speaking facts.
Yes, now.
Why? Why is he only one date? Please, our brother, your Wizkid's brother, tell us what was in his mind when he was stating the dates for UK and then he gave 12 dates for US.
All right, so I
Why?
think if anybody is wise, they will not even be asking that question.
Why?
Okay, so did I just insult you?
You just insulted me, and his fans are asking.
No, I said if anybody. Are you anybody? You're
Hey,
not anybody.
they will come for you.
Did you anybody? Unless you are DJ anybody.
Answer.
But if anybody is wise, they will not even ask that question.
We have
now
asked it.
let's look at it this way. You don't need no other body. You don't no sing along with me.
I'm not singing.
Only you fuck my body. Go on. Come on. You don't come on, man. Baby girl, I like your waist. You don't know that song?
If I'm waiting for this answer.
Just sing one line of that song first. Now answer.
Time is of the essence.
Thank you very much.
Answer.
Now, with the success of Essence in America, in the United States of America, it's only business-wise to take your tour to America. Now, that song blew up in America. It's on the American Apple Music charts. It's on America Billboard. It's on America. It's not on UK. Now, who are the people that you think are buying into it at the moment? Who are the people that you think you will sell out more? Okay. Now, Wizkid, it practically lives in the UK, right? If he gives you more than 5, I apologize. I promise you that probably 3 days will be like bang. Do you get what I mean? If he gives you like 5 days, only like 3 days will be a bang. Now, you want to know why?
We're not saying that he should not have 12 days in the US. We're saying why can't he have more days in the UK? That's what we're asking. Why are we
not even talking about Nigeria? Because that's what I started with.
The UK and US first. Shebi, he put 12 dates in US, Abi. He did not, just 1 date in the UK. Just one.
In the biggest play, come on, man. 20,000 people.
He should do better, I beg. I think he will have more days.
It's not about doing. He already said he's going to be doing more days. But I want people to look at. Look, it's called.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's called showbiz for a reason. It's showbizness. Do you understand? It is actually a business. People don't think because. Yes, we appreciate you. We love you. Yes, you are fans. You are everything. There'll be lockdown. Wizkid have been in Nigeria. I've been spending money. I've been recording. I've been dashing money. I've been doing this. Baba needs to go and recoup. Do you understand what I mean? And when he's putting on American dates, it's because he has a team, he has a management team that said, okay, these are the states that are balling your music right now. These are the states where Made in Lagos is making a lot of sales. Now, we have all of these things and we're seeing how much sales is making, we're seeing how it's getting on the chart, but what we don't have is the back-end result of what states are actually vibing to Made in Lagos, what states are actually buying Made in Lagos, what states are actually making TikTok videos of Made in Lagos. Do you understand? Now, those are the things that a proper management team will look at and now be like, okay, let's go to this. Okay, in the UK, yes, bro, you're doing well, but you recover.
No, he should have had more dates in the UK. We're not saying he should give us now because he announced.
Who are the us? The fans are you
now.
Are you living? Are you living?
Yes, I'm leaving.
Yeah, you will never even see one concert. They fight for UK. Wizkid, I beg, go America. From America, no even stop for just to come Lagos. Maybe we can do Made in
that girl
Lagos.
Will find you.
Which girl?
The girl that was in the video.
How much she gonna come Lagos now? We want them now.
She's so angry.
IJGBs. I just got back. I just got back in it. Yeah. All right, man. Let's just move on to the next story. You get me? All right.
You get me? Yeah, you get me.
All right. So, Ebony Light Studios boss Mo Abudu has revealed the inspiration behind co-producing the newly announced crime thriller based on Bloomberg's article detailing the arrest of Nigerian social media influencer Ramon Abbas, aka Hushpuppi, reacting to initial criticism that trailed the Ebony Life and Will Parker partnership announcement. Abudu took to Instagram to explain why it was imperative to have a Nigerian studio backing up the story. She wrote, firstly, there are many lessons to be learned from good and bad stories, Abudu wrote. Secondly, if we do not tell this story, someone else will, and they will, of course. And to ensure that this story is told with authenticity, a Nigerian storyteller with our pedigree needs to be involved. And I totally agree. You know, a lot of people have, fired like, we have more stories to be told. What happened to the stories of
Lekki Tollgate massacre,
Lekki Tollgate, Fela, Kensariwa, all those other heroes that we have, Bolagi, This type of stories, who's telling the story? Anini, Shino Rambo. You know, we have other, even if you want to say criminal stories, because we have people like Anini or is it Shino Rambo that now said is a pastor or something. You know, one of them though, you understand, and these people have family members, they have a lineage, they have stories. Their kids have come out to tell you that, man, because of my last name, I couldn't get anything done in the country. You know, they're very real stories that we can actually focus on, apart from Hushpuppi. But I get the Hushpuppi story. You want to know why I get it? Because these are our indigenous stories, right? And we've been seen as criminals, as Nigerians, as a people. And then someone like us, people that took the crime rates to a global level, their stories need to be told from their childhood so that they can be seen like humans and not Nigerians. Are you getting where I'm coming from? Like, we want to see Hushpuppi like a human. Like, okay, he had a background, he had a mother, he had a father, he was hungry, he went into crime because of so stuff. We're not making excuses for him, but can we just get the backstory? Because if you go to a psychologist, if you go to a therapist, those are the checks they will do. Do you get me? So let's see how they play it out.
I'm looking at this from like different aspects. Number one, okay, why Hushpuppi? His story, we've not even finished the trial. We have not gotten a verdict. I feel that we should get a verdict first before they start telling his story. Number one. Number two, we have many, as you said,
you know, Hushpuppi can spend less than 30 years after he has said he pleaded guilty to all those charges.
But we haven't still gotten a verdict. It's still on trial. The case is still on trial.
Yes, I understand.
Yes.
Already,
so what story?
Is going for
you can't say already. We have to hear the verdict.
What miracle do you think will happen?
We need to hear. No, but you can't just assume. We have to hear the verdict before you start saying a story. One, two. I feel that there are other stories to be told. That Lekki Tollgate massacre is a story that they should actually tell.
Has it been concluded? Are we not having people still looking into the case?
It's been concluded now.
No, it hasn't been fully concluded.
It hasn't been fully concluded.
Yeah,
okay, they should look into that when it's concluded. 2, 3, I hope when they are telling Hushpuppi's story, they are going to give him royalty. That's where there will be problem. Because the story is based on him. Even if they're not giving him royalty, they should give his parents, his family,
I thought about it this way, but I now also thought about it.
They will not.
No, I thought about it from the angle of a producer. Right?
Okay.
I thought of it from the angle of the lemon. Like, I hope say Hushpuppi go shall make money. So this guy will still be cashing out in jail. But in my head, I'm like, from a producer perspective, I don't want to be hit with lawsuit later after my story has been told. So the right thing for me to do is go find his mother, go find his sister, go find his brother, go find his family, go find his associate,
they have to
go
get
find
royalty.
Daddy Freeze. See, everybody has chopped with him.
They have to get royalty.
Mr. Jollof, Davido,
they have to get royalty.
all of them.
That's what I'm saying. They should not,
coming. You have to tell us his story.
They shouldn't leverage on his story and not give him anything. I'm not saying him directly, but his family, because it is his story.
Yeah.
So he has to get royalty. Now, the third point I'm going to make is that coming from, okay, you want to say his story. He's in jail now.
Yeah.
I just hope they are going to make effort to find accurate sources to tell his story. Like you said, his childhood, when he was growing up, what happened to him. I hope they will actually...
How he hustled to
do you understand? I hope they can find friends that would actually tell us
that would actually tell us how he struggled.
They should not just sit down and imagine, oh, maybe he was suffering, or maybe he didn't have bread to eat, or maybe he didn't have...
No, maybe.
We don't want maybes.
We don't want maybes.
We want it based on fact. Because when Americans are making documentaries, they make it
in fact, they'll look for videos. They look for people
that
that
telling
have, like,
me? Do you understand? So we should actually be very careful when we're making this story. I actually love the fact that we're trying to tell the story, start the dialogue to change the narrative. Because if another country to say that story of Hushpuppi, it's going to be a different story.
But I'm sure there will be videos because
I hope
little old me. Let me tell you one funny story. So there was somebody who celebrated a birthday in the office, and I decided to be a male stripper. I took off my shirt to the newsroom and I was putting the belt and doing all of this stuff. And this guy came to show me the video last week, and they were like, bro, look at you. And I was laughing. I had my afro on there, and I was like, what?
When did
you know what I told him? Maybe he thought I was going to be I think it happened in like 2018. He thought maybe I was going to be upset and be telling him to do. I said, bro, if you know what's good for you, keep that stuff in your agile, because I'm going to blow, and one of these days you're going to have to show that video. Do you understand? The guy was like, whoa, I love your faith. Do you understand? But that's just what it is. So if you have
to have archives of information. Yeah. So
anyways, guys,
it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Make sure you do it right. That's just
speaking of, having archives. Now we're going to the archive of beefs right now, because yes, we're going back to Mr. 2K and Burna Boy, who had a beef, sometime in 2018, and they have ended their rift after their messy beef 4 years ago. Mr. 2K was beaten to a pulp in a very popular hotel here in Lagos, and it was alleged that it was on Burna's Boy's orders. The music stars were spotted at a nightclub, hanging out, bonding, and giving out all shades of bromance. After the 4 years ago, suspects were arrested, and they later confessed to being responsible for the robbery and assault of Mr. 2K, including his road manager Joel. During interrogation, the robbers confessed that they were hired by Burna Boy, but these guys are back in the club, shaking their heads, drinking champagne, and holding each other and having a bromance. Big shout out to those two. What a way to squash beef.
Important. Life is short.
Too short,
People are dying. It's important to just forgive. I feel.
But do you now think that it was just all allegations and Burna Boy didn't have a hand in anything
I don't
happened?
think it was.
You think it was?
It actually happened.
So you think they just squashed it?
Yeah, they squashed it, of
But
course.
just when would you squash beef like that? That it would just be so easy for you to just forgive
It wasn't
somebody?
so easy, guy. It was 4 years. What? 365 times 4.
We've not seen them 4 years ago.
That's a long time.
We've not seen them not in the past 4 years.
How do you know they've not seen each other?
I said we have
Of
not
course, we
seen.
haven't seen them, but it's been a long time. And they just take me back to Tiwa and Auntie Sheishe.
I think those ones will drop song together. They can even drop joint album.
Do you understand? Do you get? I mean, you get to a point where you're just like, we just have to let it go and move on. You can't continue holding a grudge. For how long? For how long? You have to end it. And this actually just makes me think about girls in general. I feel like girls actually hold more like grudges deeper. There was a time I had a friend who was, I think we had an argument or something, and then I apologized to, but not knowing that this girl was still holding it in her mind, like legit.
Let's even go back to the Big Brother house. Did you see what happened with Maria and Jackie B? Where Maria had apologized twice and Jackie B was still going around running her mouth.
Like you might apologize, but then
But did you?
say, okay,
Which side were you on? Were you on Jackie B or Maria's side?
I'm not on anybody's side. Maybe Maria, sure. But like, nah, maybe Maria.
Well, me, I didn't think I just felt, I just took my lesson,
right?
but I was totally indifferent about it. I just took my lesson.
We need to forgive.
Some people, after you beg themselves, they still the vex.
They still, I said this girl still held me in her mind. Like, I knew she was, like, she held me in her mind. Like, 2 years later, she's still bringing it up. Like, what happened? And I'm like, girls are just like, they can take you to the grave.
Me, I'm the kind of person when you tell me, say, I'm on no vex, I'll tell you I did vex, but no problem. Do you understand that? Me, you don't know, say, I still the vex, but no problem.
No problem. I think I think you shouldn't carry a grudge for so long. 4 years is really too long. I had 2 grown men. 4 years. Nah, I'm happy they have actually had.
Yeah, I'm really glad about that, especially when
good.
You know that Burna Boy is now like a superstar, and it's actually been it's been a successful like 2-3 years for Burna Boy. Someone like Mr. 2K needs someone like Burna Boy on his side right now. So regardless of the beef, please let us squash it for the sake of making money. Well, for the sake of making money. No, it's true. If I'm Mr. 2K, I'll say, bros, I bet no vex for that time when you beat me. I bet no vex. No vex. I make you beat me.
Do you want to do a collab?
I mean, like, bro, if you even beat me again, we will shoot video.
You say you're not okay.
Anyways, Billionaire daughter and popular Dex jockey Ifeoluwa, yes, our namesake. We are very religious people. Otedola, better known as DJ Cuppy, has shared some of her challenges when it comes to going to church, especially as an individual in the entertainment industry. She shared a photo of her and wrote, "I don't go to church as often as I want to, but it always puts the warmth back in my heart. Being a Christian in the cold music industry isn't easy. I have my moments of deep discouragement. I have to go to God in prayer and say, forgive me, Lord. Oh, help me, Lord. Remind yourself that God is with you and nothing can defeat him." And yes, I totally understand and I can totally relate. Now, talking about relatable stuff, right? Before we even carry on with the story, Beatrice was evicted yesterday. Did you see the eviction? And when she was evicted, I was telling my girlfriend, look, I don't even feel some type of way that she's leaving the house, right? Like, I don't even feel some type of way at all. But when she now went on stage to Ibuka, and she was like, most of the things they were talking about, I couldn't relate. you understand? I totally understood. Do you understand? These people are talking about travels, about being born with silver spoons. She didn't have none of that.
Yeah.
You understand? She couldn't relate. So I totally agree. So before I deviate from the, from the story itself, I understand why I can relate so much to this is that there's just times where you feel so discouraged that you feel like God isn't doing nothing for you, right? But you now look back, even with your nasty, dirty life, you still look at all the things that you're able to accomplish.
Yeah.
You still see all that. You know that not be me, it wasn't by my grace. There was a superior being that made this happen. And then you go back to him, asking for forgiveness. And guess what? This guy is so great that he would still accept you, still show you love, still show you mercy, and it will make your heart feel very good. At that moment, you are feeling very good with yourself, knowing that you've prayed. Or I don't know if it's just me, but I could totally relate. So when she now said that, look, in this industry where, sometimes you have to go to him for good, there are times that you have to do the craziest things, you have to do the craziest performances in the Sodom and Gomorrah place. You get what I mean? And then you see people doing all sorts of stuff. I guess you're entertaining these people, still making sure. But you know that is not you in the real sense, but it's a job that I have. But it takes a lot of strength, a lot of wisdom to be able to connect your religion and your spirituality with your career. Now, that's why I had a lot of respect for DJ Cuppy when I saw that, because at the end of the day, not a lot of people say that, like, hey, Kuku, she's a billionaire daughter. She's still talking about God and His grace, and now she thinks she should still. So I'm not talking about just Christianity. No matter what your religion is, always find time to find God.
Particularly Christianity. Like, I understand.
No, not particularly. We're not being particular about anything.
From what she said,
whatever religion.
What she said, Christianity. What she mentioned was Christianity.
We're just talking about religion. Yeah, please carry on.
Christianity.
Carry
putting
on
DJ Cuppy, what she said was Christianity, and putting Christianity, like what she said, that it's hard for her to actually go back to church and pray. I understand what she's saying, because like, when you look at it, when there's so much noise around you, it's hard for you to actually relate to God. Let's just be very honest. When there's so much, and when you're a celebrity at that, you're from one party to another party, then from a concert to, like, there's so much noise, and then you get to do things that on a normal day you will not do. Like growing up, maybe you were not even trained that way, but then there are some things your manager is telling you to do, or open your breast, or do this, or you have to wear this, and then you're just like, I have to do it because it's showbiz. But then deep down, that's not who you are. And then let's even talk about the fact that sometimes religions judge. So even if you go to church and people have watched your video, they are pointing fingers at you like, are we sure this person is really, or a Christian or whatever religion you're practicing? And it got a lot of like remarks and everything. So you're just like, you're in a bubble. You're trying to, put your religion, Christianity, whatever you're practicing, with your normal personal life, and it's really hard. And I'm like, Cuppy is so different. Like, I love her so much because she is herself. No matter, there's a lot like that. She has so much sense. Like, I know people that sometimes she can just go off the radar and say some stupid things. Everybody does that. But then Cuppy is, if you look through her life, the way she does her thing, she doesn't look at anyone. She does what she wants to do. The way she has so much money.
That she's adding so much weight. She said weight is not my priority.
Do you understand? Like, the kind of money she has, she can get any lipo she wants to get. But she's in her body, she's in her skin. And she loves her body. Even before you even see her open her body, it takes time. Actually, when you look at Cuppy, she dresses well. So, do you understand? Decent. So, like, I just love the way she carries herself. I love the way she expresses herself. She's not afraid to do what she wants to do. She does what she wants to do and she goes on with it. So I feel like celebrities should learn a lot from her. It doesn't mean, because it doesn't matter that you're an entertainer. You don't have to disconnect yourself from whatever religion you're practicing. Do you understand? You can still practice your religion and be in the entertainment space.
Alrighty. All right, guys.